any man hate me for standing up for this truth is full of Satan.
Right.
You understand? Like that's the only way you could hate me.
Right.
You can only hate me is if you hate this truth. Because you don't know me unless you working directly with me.
Right.
And if you coming up in the truth, you seeing what I've been doing since I've been 17 years old.
Right.
So if you hate me, it's because you hate this truth.
Get that oil poured on your head.
Isupk soldiers do. You know what I'm saying? Put in work.
Yeah, right. Hell no.
Hey, listen, these other Israelite groups ain't gonna do it.
Right.
Man, Junior Harlem representing, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't disrespect no honorable man, Slim.
Right.
Isupk, the Passover Alhambra Ballroom, the only official Passover deemed by the Most High.
Everybody want us to just put the sword down and serve the white man. Everybody. Serve the white man, serve some African, serve an Arab, serve anybody but the Most High. The world want us to put these swords down. His hand and his hands were white like wool. Say it again. His hand and his hands were white like wool. Hold on. She said this blasphemous. She said this is wrong. The Bible said Christ had white woolly hair. On this picture, he got blonde hair. He got stringy blonde hair. You're gonna be cut off by slaughter. You got a horrible future ahead of you, devil. A horrible future. Read on. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Why you gonna be cut off? Why you gonna be slaughtered? Read it again. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Because you deserve it. The Lord is a just power. And when you went and violated the Lord and you killed 99 million black people and 77 million Native Americans, death is coming to you. You gotta believe it.
Better, but you know, hopefully I don't go out like that. But I hope I get the truth and all that. I'm trying to get the truth.
Well, let me say one thing to you, brother. It's time for you to stop hoping and start doing.
Damn right.
Hoping don't save your life.
Right.
What did the Bible say? The Lord said, make thy election sure.
That's right.
Sure. You ain't supposed to be sitting home hoping you live.
Right.
Hope? What the hell is that? You better make sure you live. Give me that in the Bible, man. And what else did the Bible say? Seek out thy own soul salvation with what? Fear and trembling. You ain't supposed to hope you get saved. You're supposed to make sure of it.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? You want a thought? You want a thought? You want a thought?
Like, you know, what is the ultimate goal of the ISUPK?
The ultimate goal of the ISUPK is to wake up every brother in these 12 tribes so that they don't have to die in this place when the Lord wipe it out. To raise up an army of righteous men so that Christ can put on his throne like he deserves. Our goal is to give Christ the army that he's supposed to have so that when he returns with them angels, that he return to raise his nation up, his kingdom up on the earth. Ultimate goal, Habashah on that throne. Him on that throne, brother, and us on one knee with our head bowed and our hand on our sword to give him this service he so rightly deserves.
Shalom Israel, what's going on? We in the game. You are now checking in with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. What you about to witness are the days leading up to the Passover, the glorious day where the Lord killed all the firstborn of the filthy Egyptians, the so-called Africans, and delivered the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The Passover is the day where the Lord showed his love for one people and at the same time showed his hatred for another. What you about to see right now is Commander General Yohana, the head of the UPK. He about to drop the truth on you. He about to let you know how the UPK got started from beginning to end, how it happened, how it all came together, and how it influenced the UPK today.
All right, first, I want to say, sir, you know what I'm saying, the water, you know what I'm saying, thank you for, you know, making time, you know what I'm saying, for this long awaited.
You know how hard it is in this truth. You got to be running like a bandit. You yourself know. We running. We ain't got but a little bit of time. We close to the end. We going all out. For the king, we going all out. Man. Like I used to tell the troopers all the time, we'll sleep next month. I'm glad you was patient to wait till I can get, you know what I mean, I can get some second to get in there and rap with you on this.
I was patient because I know, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, for me coming into the truth and what the truth have done for me, you know what I'm saying, and you holding on to the truth, like I knew it was very, you know, essential and golden, you know, that I be patient, you know what I'm saying, because I already know what you about to drop, you know what I'm saying, is heavy. You know what I mean? So I didn't mind waiting at all. You know, the first thing, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to ask, you know what I mean, I know a lot of people, you know, would like to be informed on was, you know, how did the ISUPK, you know, get started or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like what is the foundation?
How far back you want to go?
I want to go back all the way to the tippy top again.
Well, you know, in slavery, they didn't allow us to read. And the main book that we were trying to read was that Bible. And they was constantly fighting us against reading that Bible in slavery because they knew, we knew it, that in that book was the answer to our troubles. We knew this was the book of the Lord. And we knew that our answers was in it, but didn't know how to read it. Sung songs about it. To this day, they don't admit that song "Sweet Low Swing Low Sweet Chariot" is our song. We wrote that.
Right.
They also didn't know. They also don't admit that song "Amazing Grace" that they sing all over the world. 1,000 Edomites singing is our song that we sang in slavery.
Right.
You know what I mean? That they stole from us.
Right.
Excuse me.
No,
so we in fighting to get out of slavery and to get them and to wake up, we were scrapping to read this book. Now, when they emancipated us as slaves and we got free, we started to read this book.
Right.
And as we started to read the Bible and study the Bible and move and migrate north, we started reading about these people and finding out that it was us. And if you go back in Harlem, back all the way back to the 1900s and before, right after we got out of slavery, we started forming synagogues, like black, you know, Israelite synagogues, where we started, you know, learning the knowledge, learning the truth, waking up in the truth. And so them slaves and ex-slaves that migrated north passed it on to the brothers that was in Harlem. The brothers that was in Harlem now got together, studied, built it up, and they started spreading it. And as they were spreading it in Harlem, the brother Abba Bibbins was one of those brothers that came up through their ranks and took what he had got from them and set up a school right on Fifth Avenue. It's the same school that Chief Head Priest Yaikwab and Ariel lived in for many years. Really, Yaikwab lived there till his death. He stood right there while the school was built. Now, Abba Bibbins, if you don't know, was killed. Standing up for this word, was killed by Muslims, who detested hearing that we was the Israelites. But them brothers from slavery on, this been a fight to get this record back to us since then. Forget about back. I can go all the way back to Egypt if you really want to get it on. All the way up to now, but just from there. So after he was killed, Masha, Yaikwab, and Ariel, the top three chief head priests, who was in this school. The school fell apart, of course, because Bibbins was killed. But these brothers knew they had to hold on to this truth. They knew that they couldn't let this go. This had gone all the way back to slavery. You couldn't let that go. So they came around the corner and rented out a small school at 1 West 125th Street.
So if you're breaking all these things down to somebody and they refuse to
pick up on it. What you do? That's why Christ said, you find a fool. Let him be a good will. In other words, then he came back and said, cast not your pearls before swine. That ain't talking about Esau now, that's talking about our people. Because the ones that don't want to listen, they're like a hawk. And if you casting your pearls before the swine, then after a while you go.
Whoa, pause. Hold up. Feast your eyes on that bottom left corner. Who is that you see? That's Commander Junior Yohana. Right there in the front row is REI teaching the class. This for all you naysayers and you false accusers. Commander Junior Yohana ain't never dropped the truth. He been in the game since Jump Street. Since 1969. 1 West, 125th Street. We the original UPK. Now let's keep rolling.
Be down there with them, and you're going to be tussling on the ground because they're going to be a fight, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Christ said, leave them alone. Cast not your pearls before swine. Why? What's the rest of it?
And give not that which is holy unto dogs.
What's the rest of it?
Lest they trample them under their feet.
Okay.
Lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you.
Right. So if you stand around there trying to convince them, and you see they ain't going, they arguing with you and all that, what's going to develop?
We're going to be fighting.
So when they start swinging at you, what you going to do? You going to stand there? Huh? So Christ said, rather than going through all them changes and letting it get to that point, you see the fool step off from them.
Shake the dust of your feet.
And we were set up. And they taught from, this was done in the 60s.
Okay.
When Bivens got killed. That was when Islam was heavy on the rise during the Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad days.
Okay.
When they had got big and popular with that.
Okay.
The Israelites was out teaching. We were out all over.
Right.
UPK was out there. But
okay.
you didn't know that much about it. And it was so strange to our people.
Right.
That, go ahead.
So if I could, so our business was killed by black Muslims.
Yes.
Okay.
Not Arabs, by us.
Okay.
Who always kill us.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And you saying so like the truth, the school and the truth was out even during the time when Malcolm X was so-called doing his thing.
Yeah. They talked to Malcolm and them and all that.
Right.
They had mosque. I think it was mosque. I forget what mosque it was. It was right across the street from us.
Okay.
Right next to right next to what is known today as, I think it's called the Black National Theater. It's on 1 East 125th Street. Right across the street on 5th Avenue. That's where they were. We was right across the street on the other side. So it was Muslims over there. We were on both of us on 5th Avenue. We was on the east side. We was on the west side. They was on the east side.
Right.
And so it was black Muslims who, detested what he was teaching on the street.
Right.
And killed him. We then came around the corner and Marshal Ariel Yaiqua set up at 1 West.
Okay.
125th Street. Greatest place on the face of this earth. The place of places, brother. If I could go back now, if I knew what I knew now, I'd take a piece of one of them walls with me. I took it out there. But anyway.
Right.
Now, during that time, Marshal Ariel Yaiqua was teaching and carrying on the truth.
Okay.
And at the same time, they were working and, teaching young brothers.
Right.
And they were working, slaveries and all that.
Right.
And Chief Head Priest Ariel was in the construction at the time.
Okay.
And he would be renovating them big buildings. And, they gut them all out. He'd walk the beams and fix them.
Right.
Well, he fell down a shaft. 3 stories. A lot of people don't know this about Chief Head Priest Ariel. Broke both his legs.
Good night.
They took him to the hospital. The doctor said he ain't gonna never walk again. He's a paraplegic. Put him in a wheelchair.
Right.
Sent him home. But it was the Lord working.
Right.
Because it was time now to come up out of slavery. 3.5 days was up. It was now time for us to come out. This was in the late 60s.
Right.
Ariel went into studying for 3 years. day and night. He studied all the records of this truth. Went through every stitch of these records. And that's when the Lord came to Ariel and showed him who the 12 tribes. Before all the archaeology that you see us bringing out, and all that history that you see us, that we done dug up in all these records, before any of this ever came out. This is why we know it's the truth. Because before anybody on the earth, listen to me good, including the white man, including the so-called Jew, before anybody taught who the 12 tribes were, the Lord gave it to the Israelite school of UPK. And we got them to that record, and that was it. The Lord showed us a whole bunch of stuff through these brothers. And they set all the records up, and they started teaching. And as they started teaching, out of the young brothers that they was teaching, 4 brothers came up, spiritually strong, which was Chief Head Priest Lahab, Chief Head Priest Yeshaya, Chief Head Priest Shaw, and Chief Head Priest Kazak. They joined on with the 3 heads, and that became what was known as the 7. The 7 now ran the school. And from there, brother, it was on. As we went on to teach, so they went from them 70s for about a decade, teaching. And then in the 80s, I came in. 83, I started coming around. 84, I was fully in the body. And they needed us because it was time now. The Lord was bringing up men who was going to lead this charge. And that's how the Israelite School of UBK got born to this day.
And let us cut them off from being a nation. White man don't even want you to be a nation. Don't you know, black people, we the only people, if it came down to us returning to our homeland, we'd be the only ones who would not know where to go. Even a real African, he know what African country he come from. I come from Ghana. I come from so-and-so. I come from Samoa. I come from whatever. We the only ones who be standing there looking stupid like, well, where do I go now? And we grown, man. We grown people that don't know who we go back to. Well, the Bible answered that question. You are the real Jews, black man and woman. You descend back to them Jews that Christ was rolling with. Christ was a black man. Peter was black. Mark, Luke, John, James was black. Moses was black. Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Zephaniah, Zechariah, Gideon, Joshua. You name a holy prophet in the Bible and I'll name a black man. You name a man of God in the Bible and I'll show you a black man. That's where you come from, black people. Your motherland is Israel, not Africa. The Bible tells you in Galatians that Israel is the mother of us all. That's what the Bible says. So when you go to church this Sunday, ask that pork-eating whore called your pastor or reverend, say, why you never showed me that Israel was our homeland? Africa is a country, America is a country, named after 2 white men. Africa was named after Leo Scipios Africanus, a white man. America was named after Amerigo Vespucci, a white man. So you think you know yourself if you call yourself African American? Please. I'm Moorish American. Once again, America is a country. Moor just means black. I'm Afro-American. I'm Asiatic. What in the hell does that mean? That's not a nation or a race. But you do have an identity, black and Hispanic people. It's all written up in the Bible. Get a flyer, come to our class, man, and we'll fix all your problems. You'll learn about yourself. And once we come together, bro, we're going to be an unstoppable force. Imagine if all the blacks came together with all the Puerto Ricans, and then all the Dominicans came get down with us. Then all of our brothers and the Cubans came down, the Colombians, and then the Mexicans came together. Imagine if these tribes came together. The white man, listen, we take America tomorrow. We take America tomorrow. If these tribes came together tonight, America would be ours tomorrow. And that's just the truth. Shalom.
Got the Hebrews moving and shit. Got the boss in here. Shalom, Lord Christ. It's all good. Y'all there putting in that work. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing really popping right now and shit. Hebrews is chilling, kicking, you know. You know what I'm saying? Still out here. holler at the priest right quick. You know what I mean? Shalom, priest. Lord Christ, what's happening?
Everything too wild, bro.
Everything's wild. What's going on?
Nothing, just making a run. Had to pick up some stuff.
Yeah, work all the time, grinding.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know it. Up there.
There you go. There you go.
You know, Cap Keith.
There you go.
Hey, nigga. Man, they piss me off online, man. Them niggas pissing me off all day, man.
I said,
them niggas be trying to balance inbox the niggas. I be trying to go. I got to go on the wall with this shit.
I see you, man. Listen. You know you posting. You know I be posting that shit right back on.
Yeah, listen,
I be reposting the shit out of it right back on that.
Right. Hey, we giving them hell on both ends, man. That's what they want that social network. It's shit bouncing back like a satellite.
Listen.
On Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes come with that. Yeah, they come with that garbage, and them niggas come with that garbage, man.
They had me where I couldn't. They had me where I couldn't respond for like 24 hours.
Yeah. You blaze on somebody. They have blocked you. We got reports of you with hate speech and all that.
Yeah. Talking about, listen, it's some shit I had did like. This was shit some old bro I had said like about 8 months ago, right?
Right.
So I punished her. So she got mad. So, I mean, I was dumb that she deleted her thing, deleted me off her thing. Right. It wasn't no thing. Man, they sending me some shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Talking about, I mean, that's recent.
She reported, that's what happened there.
But listen, but I said that 8 months ago.
They don't care, man, I'm telling you. They reported.
Oh, sorry, bro. All right. Like, man, how was that? Might as well go ahead and head up in this jump. You know what I'm saying? Get this work done, you know. Let me see that jacket right quick, bruh.
Doing stuff, ain't it?
That's some cold shit right there. That's some cold shit right there. That's Isupk all day.
On there.
Yeah.
Watch the seals, studying up.
144 all day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fighting, anti-fire, anti-white man, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Last stronghold on the earth. Last stronghold of angry black men.
Yeah.
On the planet Earth. Ezekiel 11 and 16, small sanctuary.
Yeah.
The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Ain't nobody playing no games out here.
Sure.
Already.
Now here we are in hell in America, owing drugs, using Al Sharpton's drugs in America, in jail, getting shot, dying, in the child support court, berated day and night. And now, brother, the Passover attaches us to royalty, dignity, and honor that is so valuable to a man that is being belittled every day. Now, if you're a black man in America, you are being belittled every day you wake up. Everything belittles you. Your woman has you in front of a judge, spilling all your business out to some filthy bitch with a black robe on. Excuse my language. Your woman is in court just talking about you like, he don't take care of his kid. He don't come see him. He only bought 1 pack of diapers. He ain't got this. And you gotta stand there and shut your mouth while you get berated and insulted in public, in a public courtroom, in front of some stinking judge who goes home and eats pork and sniffs coke and puts a black robe on and sits in front of you because your woman is such an evil bitch. That's what the Bible calls it. Excuse my language. That's what the Lord called it in the scriptures. That she'll bring you before this dishonorable person to solve problems in your house. You going through that. Your children don't respect you. Your children look at you and say, why don't we have Christmas gifts that I want? Where's my bike at? What's some games them kids love? Xboxes and PlayStations and all the new three-dimensional games. They got games the thing is in the room with you. Tiger Woods end up in the room. All the games you can't afford that your child thinks you're not a man if you can't afford.
Right.
If you can't buy this game, you ain't even a man. to that little bastard child you got who's a damn greedy brat. Now damn, everything in life, you go on a job interview, you can't get the job. They don't want you. Everything, nothing wants you. You go to get a bank loan, you can't get it, your credit too bad. Everything in life belittles you. And brother, you have the opportunity, because of the inheritance of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, your forefathers, to attach yourself to something that is anciently glory. And that's the night when the angel of death came through Egypt, killed the firstborn of our enemies, and passed over us. Passed over our houses. Brother, you need that more than ever. You need that more than you did when we were in Israel. You gotta call it? Let him on through. Then give me the next story, whoever has the stories, all right? Please, go ahead. Call it, what's your name and where are you calling from?
You already know, we're the Isupk. It was like school of universe practical knowledge. We coming from class, me and Officer Mile Quad. You know, we went into the day, we went into marriage. You know, April 12th, we got the Passover that's coming up down New York. You know, all Israel gonna come together. The Most High killed all the Egyptians for our sake. We're gonna get down, we're gonna celebrate, we're gonna eat the lamb, we're gonna eat the unleavened bread. You know, my crowd gonna bring all the E's down there. You know?
So let me ask you this, man. How you feel about the truth, Art?
How I feel about the truth?
What did the truth done for you, Art?
What the truth done for me, it changed my life. You know, and I love it, man. I love fearing the Most High, and I love doing His laws, His statutes and commandments. You know, I love the Father, I love Christ, Yahweh Shamashiach. Most definitely, I love brotherhood. I love being around all the brothers.
Where you from, Art?
Where I'm from?
Yeah.
You know, I'm originally from Yasha, Israel, but you know, I'm from Philly. You know, I'm from North Philly.
Right.
Philadelphia, you know.
Right.
No, we do. Hebrew Israelites. It's going down April 12th, New York, the Passover, under Commanding General Yohana. You know, he done it again. You know, he raising us schools, prophets everywhere, New York, Georgia, Philly. It's going down. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
You already know.
That's what's up. Young brother changed his whole life around to go to war for the Most High Christ. That's how we do it in the UPK. We breed straight soldiers. We build men, you understand? But check this out. This General Hazayan, he in the streets of Philadelphia dropping the truth about the true identity of Jesus Christ. Since the whole world think he a white boy, let's find out.
This, man. Like, this is ridiculous, man. It's 2014, right? And you say we wrong with what we saying, but we got proof of what we saying is the truth, man. It ain't really hard. Now, if it go for your feathers, if it make you upset, then so be it, man. You know what? I'm upset. You know why I'm upset? The white man lied. He stole something from me when it's called my heritage. You understand that? He did identity theft. White men have identity theft. They did identity theft. Now, give me Revelations 1, verse 1. Read 1 and 1. Revelations 1 and 1. Hold this right here, Soccer Wall. Hold it, please, for the people. Read the revelation of Jesus Christ. Say it again. The revelation of Jesus Christ. All you Christians, y'all say Christ was a white man. You all about Christ being white, but I'm sorry, man, wrong. The Bible says the revelation of Christ. What does that mean? It means to reveal something. We will reveal what Christ looked like. Read. Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks. Say it again. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks. They are the 7 churches that Paul built in Asia Minor. The 7 candlesticks. Read. One like unto the Son of Man. Say it again. One like unto the Son of Man. Say it again. One like unto the Son of Man. Who's the Son of Man we talking about? We talking about Jesus Christ. We talking about Christ, the Son of Man. Read. Clothed with a garment down to the foot. Say it again. Clothed with a garment down to the foot. He had a garment like how I got. Down to the foot. You understand? Read. And girded about the paps with a golden girdle. He had a golden warbelt on. Christ had a golden warbelt on. This is wrong. The Bible said Christ had white woolly hair. On this picture, he got blonde hair. He got stringy blonde hair. Hold on, where's white woolly hair? Y'all see that brother right there? It ain't all the way white, but you can see the white woolly inside of it. That's woolly hair right there. That's more the textile Christ had than this right here. Read. As white as snow. As what? As white as snow. He had a full set of gray hair. Hold on. This boy right here got blonde hair. This white boy got blonde hair. You understand that? So for all y'all hollering about, we wrong in what we said. You standing for the white man. That's because you love the white man. You a white man slave. Read. And his eyes was a flame of fire. Say it again. And his eyes was a flame of fire. Christ had fiery red eyes. On this side, this white boy got blue eyes. The Bible says Christ had fiery red eyes. The white boy got blue eyes. Read. And his feet like unto fine bronze. Say it again. And his feet like unto fine bronze. Say it one more time. And his feet like unto fine bronze. It says that Christ had bronze feet. You know what the color brass is? It's brown. If you take a penny out your pocket and put it in your hand, that is the color brown. That's bronze. This ain't it. This is white boy right here. With blonde hair, blue eyes. The Bible said Christ had white woolly hair with red eyes. That's right. Who committed blasphemy? Is it the Bible or is it the white man? I think it's the white man. Read. As if they burned in the furnace. Say it again. As if they burned in the furnace. Say it again. As if they burned in the furnace. The Bible said as if it burned in the furnace. What does that mean? You take that penny and you burn that penny in the furnace. And what you have is a very, very dark black man. You understand?
And there you have it. Jesus Christ wasn't never no white boy. He a black man. What they so mad about? We reading out the Bible. We'll read it and weep. Jesus Christ was a black man with fiery red eyes and white woolly hair. So the next time you in your church and you see that white image, you say that's a lie. And then you drop the truth on him and say Jesus Christ was a black man like me.
See this blasphemy right here? See this garbage right here? You see this filth right here? This ain't Christ according to the Bible.
That's right.
This is Caesar Borgia.
That's right.
The son of a pope. And he was a child molester and a homosexual.
That's right.
This is who it is.
Right.
It ain't Christ.
Right.
That garbage, man.
How did you how exactly was it that you came into like meaning, okay, where did you first hear it? I mean, was you walking past, somebody told you, or?
Yeah, that's an interesting story.
Yeah.
I'm from New York.
Yeah.
Grew up in the Bronx. And a brother named Isupk, never forget him.
Okay.
Young brother used to see me coming back and forth, and we used to talk a little bit. And he came to me one day. He said, "Man, I met some brothers in Harlem who breaking down everything about black people." I said, "Oh, really?" I was a skeptic.
Right. Now, if I could, so how old was you at the...
I was 18.
Okay.
18 or 17? I think I was 17. I could be wrong. 18 or 17.
All right.
18 or 17, something like that.
Okay.
And he started telling me, they know this, they know about, our history, where we come from. They totally understand the Bible. And me growing up in the Bronx, I done heard every religion you could think of. And nobody seemed to understand the Bible.
Right.
I'd ask simple questions. You could ask Christians simple questions.
Right.
You could ask Muslims simple questions about God and the Bible. Just the Bible alone.
Right.
Never could get a straight answer.
Right.
And there's countless people that could say the same thing.
Right.
But he was like, they could answer.
Right.
I went to Harlem. I knocked on that door, rung that doorbell, bing bong, and it was very few people in that school. That school was probably about as big as this podium, maybe twice the size of this podium.
Good.
And when I walked in the door, there was only one student in there. There wasn't no other locations, and nobody knew about it. Once again, they had been grinding since the 60s. waiting for the Lord. And they even told me how they prayed the Lord send them some men that they could raise up to lead the young men in it.
Right.
And we came up in there. I came up in there, and there was one guy in there in class, a brother on the podium. And as soon as I came down, got in there, he could tell I was skeptical. He said, I know you got questions. I said, you know I do. He said, ask me anything you could think of. I want you to ask me. And I don't want you to hold nothing back.
Right.
I said, okay. I stayed in there to midnight that night, asking him questions. From 7 o'clock in the evening to 12 o'clock midnight, I hit him with the kitchen sink. He answered every question I had and showed it to me in the Bible. I asked him about the stars, the moons, the Most High, us, slavery, America, the other nations, Islam, Christianity. I asked him any question that I ever thought about in the past. Right. And he answered every one. And that's the beauty of the Israelite School UPK. Right. Nobody can say they ever did that.
Right.
You can turn on TV and watch all these leaders say how they, they can't answer this or can't answer that. The Israelite School UPK can answer any question.
That's right.
According to that Bible.
Right.
And so once he told me that was it.
Right.
I said, this is the truth. I done found my way in. I done found the truth. I'm never giving it up.
Listen, brother, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to holler at you about something, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I was talking to you yesterday out of class, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying? Like out of all those schools that, you know what I'm saying, you was, out of so-called schools, or so-called Israelite schools that you was, you know what I'm saying, listen to before you found the Isupk, out of everything you was learning, what made you wanna get down with the Isupk? What showed you that, you know what I'm saying, the Isupk had the truth and you wanted to be a part of this school? Say that one more time.
The majority of the Joe was they were talking about the same thing.
Right.
But there was certain aspects of it that I didn't agree with.
Okay.
That's what made me say, alright, I'm not messing with this group because I don't agree with that. The majority, like the GMS and the guys in the red, every time I see them, because I remember the scripture, the guy, it's kind of like a young guy in GMS, and I've seen him more on YouTube.
Right.
This was like a while back. So I was looking at him, and this was like in Phoenix, Arizona. I actually just watched these videos in like Phoenix, Arizona. So the guy was out there preaching and stuff like that, and he was saying a lot of things. I was going through my Bible and looking at it, and seeing everything that it said.
Alright, no sweat. But okay, I understand what you're saying. I pretty much get what you're trying to say as far as that, when, you know what I'm saying, the vibe that was on these groups. When you see them, even though they was treating out the Bible, you could just tell that they weren't authentic. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because when I would read the Bible, like, say if you just come into the truth.
Right.
And before you hear the Isupk, you heard the other groups.
Right.
And if you're listening to the other groups, and you reading the Bible, it match up what they're saying. Because you're trying to see if they saying exactly what's in the Bible.
Right.
If they saying exactly what's in the Bible, and they preaching, and they pulling scriptures, but when I look at you, you're not doing that. I can't mess with you.
Right. I understand what you're saying too. And Most High in Christ, you know. Most High in Christ.
Because you're supposed to be representing what you preaching.
Exactly. And
when
you.
I look at, I'm going to cut you off, but when I look at GMS,
Go ahead.
which is one of the groups I was watching, a lot of them, it wasn't matching up what they was. Some of the stuff matched up, but the rest of the stuff didn't really match up.
Right.
That's what turned me up about GMS.
Come.
When I look at the guys in the red, I'm like, when I look at the guys in the red, I'm like, y'all got y'all everything, like, they all flashy.
Right. Right.
They got a headquarters up in New York. I think it's 1941. I think it was Linux Fab or something like that. I went up to them one time, and they ain't even let me in. I said, all I'm trying to do is worship the Lord.
What?
They ain't want to let me in.
Hold up. Salaki, brother. You said you went up to the red and white cats, the so-called red and white cats, with the so-called confident Tyler document. You said you went up to they school up in 1941 up in New York, and you said you did what you said you told them you wanted to serve the Lord, and what they say?
And they ain't even let me in. They said, listen, if you've been with any other group, you can't go in.
Most
I'm
was
like, all right.
well, Most High Christ, brother. That was the Lord showing you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even have to go in no filthy organization like that, man. Like, what type of garbage is that, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? That just goes to show, man. Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord wanted you in the ISUPK, man. And I'm calling you. You know what I'm saying? We giving you a call right now, man, because you know what I'm saying. Your diligence. You know what I'm saying? Coming into these classes, man, and your spirit, brother. You know what I'm saying? Has definitely been recognized. And, you know, I want to know first and foremost, man, you know what I'm saying, we've been seeing you coming in there all black, man. You serious about this troopership program?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Is you serious, brother? You know what I'm saying? Because when you step into this troopership, you know what I'm saying, there's going to be things expected of you, like, you know what I mean? I know you and the brother, y'all don't work on Saturday, so this Saturday, you're going to be required to come to camp and to report to camp and report to school at a certain time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, so you ready to get down with this troopership, man, and get ready to be put up in these ranks, man, or what?
Okay, I'm going all the way, man.
Oh yeah?
All the way.
Most High Christ, man. I remember you was telling me something about the other day when I was talking to you. You was saying how, you know, you was out there by yourself, you was alone. You know what I mean? You had to separate yourself from your brother and stuff like that. And you just want to serve the Lord, man. And you know, the heads of the school, the manager in Hana, you know what I'm saying? He definitely recognized your diligence, man, and to discern the spirit on you, brother. You a good brother, you know what I mean? And we see you want to get down, and that the Lord has helped you, man. And that the Lord has helped you a whole lot from seeing you trying to serve the Lord any way you can. You listening to these so-called Israelite groups, you even running to their school and they turning you away. But, you know what I'm saying, the Lord sent you up in the ISUPK, in the home of the truth. You understand? The only Israelite school that got the truth, he sent you in ISUPK, man. The Lord has helped you, man. That's why the Lord has named you Lazarus, man. Allah Izar. That's your name from now on, brother. You ain't gonna no longer be called whatever you was called in the world. You know what I'm saying? Your name from now on, from here forth, until the day you die, until the day you get up on them chairs, brother, is Allah Izar. Allah Izar, which is Lazarus in the Hebrew, which means the Lord has helped. Alright?
And how you spell that?
You're going to say it's A-H. L-A. I. Z-A. No, Z-A. Z-A-R. I'm double checking right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's A-H-L-A-I-Z-A-R. Allah Izar. Alright? Okay. That's your name from here on, brother, till the day you die. You understand? You now become a trooper in the ISUPK, brother. Congratulations, man. Hey, man, dua to you, brother. You know what I mean? I look forward to see you at camp on Saturday, holding that post, reading strong. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in these ranks. You say you want to go all the way, man. It's definitely the organization, the ISUPK, is definitely the place to serve the Lord, man. And that's what you want to do. So, Commander General Yohana, you know what I'm saying? He giving you the opportunity to serve the Most High the right way. You know what I'm saying? The only way. You understand? And to be a soldier for the Lord and Christ. You feel me?
Depende de esto. ¿Por qué?
Tawar, shalom, sir.
Shalom,
you know what I'm saying? If you could, sir, if you could just give an insight about this week, you know what I mean? About this week right here, and how it was the Passover. I know you've been in the truth for a while, and if you could, just expound on, what the Passover really mean to you, sir.
Passover is one of these. It represents one of the most epic events in history, man. You know what I mean? What the Most High did for us. Right. You know what I mean? Something that no other nation can say that their so-called God did for them, man. Nobody else has our history. You know what I mean? How the Lord delivered us, only us, up out of the hands of them stinking Africans, the Egyptians, man. You know what I mean? It was so big, so major, so epic, that even up until 2013, we still got to recognize how great it was, man.
Damn right.
I mean, even that's in the scriptures. To the scriptures say, it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth. It's like it that delivered the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, man.
All right.
You understand? Like up until when Christ returned, that's going to be the biggest feat that ever happened. That's right. And it's only right that we celebrate it every year, man. It's only right that we remember through the feast of the unleavened bread, eat the lamb. You understand? Drink that wine. Come together with eat your food with your weapons in your hand. It is only right, man. It's only right because it was the greatest feat to ever be done, man, on this earth up till now, and up till when Christ comes back. That's the scriptures, man.
Damn right.
It's gonna be amazing. I know you be recording Israel. You know what I mean? Israel been running ragged, trying to make sure this Passover go off. You know what I mean? Without a hitch. And the Junior Yohana on top of everybody keeping us right. So we have this Passover come off right like it's supposed to. Our UPK do, man. It's gonna be beautiful.
Damn right. And when you say all Israel, could you inform the people on who that's pertaining to?
Always. When I say Israel, I'm talking about the blacks and Hispanics, Native Indians. You understand? I'm talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, not the white man. You understand? Not that stinking white Jew who is not a Jew. Right. I'm talking about the lost 12 tribes. They're called lost because you got Negroes out here thinking they Asiatic, thinking they Muslim, thinking they every religion under the sun they lost, man. We them lost 12 tribes. And that's the mission we on. And you understand that one year had to have a Passover in a stadium because all Israel gonna know who they are and gonna have to report for Passover.
Damn right.
Eat that lamb, eat that unleavened bread, drink that wine.
What's your name and where you calling from? Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, Charles Thompson calling from Kent Island, Maryland, across the Baton Rouge.
Most High in Christ. What's your question, brother?
Is it true like what the Christians say about like when somebody kill each other, like a black person kill another black person, then when they get killed, they go straight to heaven? Like, is that true? Like, is there even a heaven?
Nothing a Christian says is true.
Right.
Everything a Christian says is a goddamn lie. Now, say your question again. Say it slowly so I can understand it. Say it one more time.
Yeah, my bad. I'm trying to multitask on my homework too, my bad. I was asking you, is it true? Christians, they tell you that, like, when another black person kills another black person, they selling drugs and all that, then when they get killed, they go straight to, like, heaven. And I don't know how that even possible, because they were doing the same thing before they got killed by the person that was doing the same thing as them.
Did y'all understand?
I think the answer, so, like, you say Christians say that when somebody dies or get killed, anybody, drug dealer, whatever, they say that they go to heaven.
So wait, so anybody that gets killed, they say go to heaven?
Come.
Go ahead. But
he said like a drug dealer, though, to give an example. So he's saying he don't understand how they can say a person that's doing evil goes to heaven when they die.
I get it now. No, they lying now. First of all, let me tell you something. There is no heaven and hell, as the Christians say. That Christian concept of heaven and hell is a goddamn lie. That's a lie. When you die, you come back here again.
That's right.
What the world calls reincarnation is true. When you die, you come back here again. Now, if you do something evil and wicked against the Most High in a past life, you're going to come back again and you're going to live out a punishment for what you did in the past life. And if you're a drug dealer, when you die, if you do not repent and change, you're going to come back here in this life and you're going to be born addicted to cocaine. You're going to be a crack baby. You ever hear them? You're going to be a child. You're going to be somebody that's born into hell. Hell is in the projects, brother. Hell is in the ghetto. Hell is on the Indian reservation. Hell is in the barrio of Brazil. That's hell. In the shanty town of Jamaica. That's hell. Hell is right here. And all those people born in those places were people in the past life who disobeyed the Most High in Christ. And now they are born in hell. Christians are stinking liars. Give me Psalms 104, 29 and 30.
I don't think so.
Christians lie about everything, man. Christians are just telling you what you want to hear. So when your son gets shot, he laying in the coffin, what do they say? Well, he's going to heaven now. He's going to heaven to be with Jesus.
Right.
Nigga, please, so they can have drugs in heaven?
That's true.
What you going to do in heaven? To get high.
Right.
He don't want to go to heaven.
Right.
He want to go where he can go get high.
Right.
Nah, man. Your son is an unrepentant drug dealer. He going to come back right here, born in the ghetto, except this time he'll have no legs. Or he'll be born blind. Or he'll be born addicted to drugs. Or he'll be born with AIDS. Or he'll be born to a mother and father who are on drugs. That's hell in itself.
Come.
He's going to reap the benefits of what evil he did. Those of us, we sitting in America right now. Do you know why we're living in America? Where you live at, brother?
I'm in Canal, Maryland, across the Bay Bridge from D.C.
And what's your neighborhood like?
I live around a whole bunch of white people and stuff, but it's like all the black people go, and like white people, they try to be black, so you know, it's crazy.
I know it is. Well, what's D.C. like? What is that like?
D.C. Crazy too, it's crazy more, because it's all black man's gunshots. Out here, you don't really hear gunshots and all that.
So let me ask you a question. Why are those people, and you notice how both times you said the black people, even in the white neighborhood, the black people, they messed up. D.C. is full of black people, so black people is worse. I got a question for you. Why are black people always doing so bad no matter where they are? Why is that?
I guess because black people don't know how to act when they get all around each other.
Listen, black people, what about the black child that's born in that neighborhood? That black child is born on that block where there's drugs on every corner. He's born to that mother who's a dope fiend and a father he never met. Why is he born in such a horrible condition?
I'm thinking because we did this past life.
Yeah, that's right, brother. You got it. Because we earned it.
Damn right.
We are the people in a past life that told Pontius Pilate, we have no king but Caesar. We're the people that said, crucify him.
Right.
Crucify him.
That's right.
We're the people that betrayed Moses and rebelled against Moses coming out of Egypt. We're the people that sacrificed unto Baal and unto Molech and worship strange gods. We are the people of the past that sinned against the Lord, and now we are born in Washington, D.C. Now we're born in Chicago. Now we're born in Philadelphia. Now we're born in Compton, California. Now we're born in what? What's one word that can describe all these places? We're born in what, brother?
America?
No. One word that describes white people live in America too. Even you just said in the town you live in, white people are all right, but the black people, they messed up. They ghetto. So black people are born in something different than white people are born in, even though we both in America. Black people are born in what? One word. What is it? What is it? Do you know?
I don't even know. I'm thinking of saying ghetto, but I don't even know.
I'll give you another word for the ghetto. I'll give you another word for the ghetto. Black people are born in hell.
Right.
That's what we're born in. We're in hell.
That's right.
We're living under the curse of our people.
Right.
Under the curse of our forebears.
Right.
Under the curse of our parents. Under the curse of what we committed in a former life. Give it to me. What you got?
Psalms 104 and 29. Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled.
The Lord said what? This is how life operates. Matter of fact, hold that. Don't give me that. Give me John 9. Give me John 9 and 1. All right? I'm going to give you one scripture on this for time's sake. You get in our online classes, let the officers give you the entire breakdown on reincarnation.
We out this jump, you know what I'm talking about? Straight up in the ghetto, North Philly. You know what I'm saying? Straight hood, straight ghetto right here. You see, we ain't scared though. We ain't scared at all, you know what I'm saying? We got that cherry parked right out front, you know what I mean? Already. So we gonna take it to the, you know what I'm saying, to where we lay our head at. You know, boom. Let everybody know who up in here, man. This stop everybody from coming up in here. They see that shield, they see them studs, they like, oh no. They say boom. Now where we at?
Welcome to the House of the Prophets. I'm gonna give you a tour. We got the TV already, the couch, you know what I'm saying? That's Pitt, Big Priest, Officer 5000, Tazar Yacht. If you want to check out the debate where he told, what's the boy's name up? Polite. Shit Light. Your new name is Shit. Your new name is Shit Light. It ain't polite no more. It's Shit Light. Every time motherfuckers see you, you smell like doo-doo. We got the fabulous UPK table here. It ain't much. You know what I'm saying?
See a lot of bills on it.
That's mahogany. That's mahogany right there.
Fried chicken on there.
Got Big Chappelle.
We just got to
Let's go ahead.
Got the Chappelle up in
go
here.
ahead and do your thing. Go ahead and do your thing. Do your tour.
We got the kitchen in here. Come on in
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how them Hebrews live, man. Weights. You understand?
That's how we live, man. We don't need much, man. All we just want to do is just work, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No sweat.
Yeah, this ain't much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even worried. We ain't worried about this worldly thing. We worried about brothers. As long as I'm down here with my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? We taking care of this business. It got to be taken care of, man.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? The way we live is a lot of people say, oh, man, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, us Hebrews, we get down and do it. You know what I'm saying? Take care of it, man. And watch this nation flourish.
The Lord say, when you reject this knowledge, you hate God, man. And what did the Lord say he going to do to people that hate him? He going to repay you to the face. You hate us saying that homosexuality is wrong? Well, when you get that AIDS, that's the Lord repaying you to the face. You say that you can eat whatever food you want. You say you're going to go ahead and you're going to continue to eat pork. Hey, I'll give you another one. You're going to continue to celebrate Christmas. When the Lord said Christmas tree is an abomination. Easter, rabbits don't even lay eggs. That have nothing to do with the Bible. Thanksgiving have nothing to do with the Bible. None of these days that y'all celebrate have nothing to do with the Bible. Once again, you following Satan. You know what you showing the Lord, that you hate God, man. That's why black people came in over here on slavery. Because there's a thing called love and hate. So you got a choice that you're gonna have to make. You got a decision that you're gonna have to make in these last days. You're gonna have to say, you know what? I'm gonna choose to follow the Lord, man. Because we telling you right now, America is about to be destroyed, man. All you got to do is turn on the news, man. It's shootings in schools. Hey, I just read something this morning where they said a cat came in the church and shot 2 people dead in the church. And y'all talking about that's the house of God. They in there molesting everybody. Y'all swear that the Lord is in that church, man. That's my son. Okay.
This is what we call Christianity at its finest. This is a Christian praying to white Jesus.
You are full of deliverance.
What do we do to help?
You're the one I
Guys, you're able to videotape her in the snake? Is that really
Lord is my shepherd!
Really?
My shepherd! What?
Great, what do we do to help you with? Grace?
My life is yours! Forever!
Grace?
My life is yours, Jesus!
guys. Shalom, Israel. You're on deck again with the Isupk, showing you and taking you behind the scenes like we like to do. We on our way headed to our school in Philadelphia. We got an interview, about to do an exclusive interview, never done before, by the generals under Commander General Yohana, General Muhammad, General Mayak, and General Hod. We about to do an interview about their experiences in the truth, and just, get some words and some things said about what they know about Commander General Yohana. So come on with us, as we take you behind the scenes. Isupk, the home of the truth, the only truth.
Shalom. Y'all watching the thought?
Yeah, I'm watching my thought.
How y'all doing? Hey, man, first I want to say thank you to Water to y'all, man, for coming out y'all time, out y'all schedule, and help us out with these interviews. We really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's encouraging.
So how y'all go? Y'all ready to go?
We ready to rock. Let's go.
So if we could, to start off, just on the right, on your far right, we had General Muhammad.
That's right.
To the all the way far left, we had General Mayak.
Shalom.
And in the center, we had General Hazayan.
Shalom, Israel.
These one of the 3/5 of the UPK, you know what I'm saying, to put it down for the Isupk under Commander General Yohana.
That's right.
If I could, I want to ask you, what was your lives like before you came into the Isupk?
Please. Sir? Yes, brother. Come. Well, before I came into the Isupk, I thought I was something in the world, but kept running the blocks. You talking about hell, I mean hell. You understand? I was just, thinking you're going to have something in this world, this evil society, and it never amounted to nothing, and wondering why all these things happen. If I could, there's only, in my family, only 3 men living. Well, 4. Myself, my 2 sons, and my nephew. That's the hell I came from until I met Commander General Yohana, General Muhammad, and General Mayak. You understand? It was helping me to save my life so I can be here for my kids. You understand? Help them save their lives so they can be here for their kids. And help other brothers in Israel be able to save their lives, be there for their kids and their family, and for the nation of Israel. What's up? A lot of things going on.
Okay.
That's not going on now. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
That I defeated through the teachings and the guidance and the brotherhood of Commander General Yohana and General Muhammad and General Mayak. Simple.
Most time, Christ.
You got it. Come. So before the truth, brother, I thought I was pro-black. You understand? I thought I loved my people. You understand? But my life was getting high, chasing hoes, working for Esau 9 to 5 and paying a couple bills, getting high, chasing hoes, going back to the slavery with Esau, paying a couple bills. That was life. You understand? And in my mind, I was pro-black because I thought, once again, like we all taught, we come from Africa. Africa is the motherland. That's where we are. Used to listen to tapes of Farrakhan, so I liked a lot of the stuff he talked about, which of course I later found out he stole from the Bible. Right. You understand? But those things about the chariots of God, the UFOs coming to save black people, I was down with that. Black people unite, and I was down with that. Black people come together, I was down with all that. With the mindset that we African. You understand? So I had the red, black, and green, the beads. I had the Ankh. I used to rock the Ankh. I left high school, you understand? Went pro-black. My mother had a crack addict husband, you understand, was chasing, which I had to get away or I was going to kill the man, you understand? So bounced up out of there and went to college. Signed up, went to Cheney University, rocking my red, black, and green, wearing the Egyptian or African Ankh or whatever, the father, son, whatever that crap meant, I don't even remember no more. So thinking I was pro-black and for my people, while in the meantime chasing down sisters, using them, throwing them away, right. You understand, getting high whenever I can. That was life, you understand. Once again, went to Cheney University, ran into this brother over here. We was the double duo, running Cheney, a monk. I think that a monk, if you ask, you go back, find somebody 92, 93, and ask about them 2 Philly cats, they're going to tell you stories, you understand? Okay. So it was a beautiful thing, and I see now was the Lord's plan, you know what I'm saying? The Lord's plan, all them things that happened back at home that chased me away, or I'd be in prison, right. You understand, led me to meet this brother, you understand, and through him and with him, Saw the brothers downtown at that clothespin one day. Walked down the street, and all I could do, to this day, all I remember hearing is Jesus wasn't no punk, no sissy. He was a hardcore brother, black man. In the Bible, he was black, and it rang through me. It was like something got plugged up.
Right.
You understand? It's like something got plugged in, and it was like I was locked and had to listen more. And went to the Jews is black. I never gave a damn about a Jew. Never gave a damn about, I didn't even know what an Israelite was. All I knew was Jewish, you understand?
Right.
And growing up, I always knew about this Jesus, but couldn't fully respect this white man. Okay, he the son of God, but couldn't get into it, didn't know anything about it. You understand? I always had a back in my mind fear of this higher power. Didn't understand him, didn't know what it was, but knew it must be a God because we're here. And so eventually, you know, her saw them brothers at the clothespin changed my life. I ain't been the same since, God.
Most high Christ.
Good.
Damn right, most high Christ. Man, just like most brothers in the world, like I was, back before I found Commander General Yohana, and before he changed my life, I was just like everybody else. Just a thief, a murderer, a drug dealer, a college student, a liar, every evil thing that everybody else was, man. It's the same old story. And if not for Commander General Yohana, I would have surely ended up like everybody I grew up with did. Like General Mayock said, me and him, we straddled the streets and football. we go back around the way we be in the streets, doing every evil thing that everybody in the streets does. Go back to college, try to play football in college. Play football in college, go back to the streets. Play football in college, go back to the streets, and that same old life, man. And it was just filthy and meaningless until, once again, I found the Israelite school at UPK. I found the Israelite school at UPK and stopped being such a vile thing. So just like everybody else, man, we was worthless and useless until we found the truth.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Black and No Bell. A few brothers from the Isupk went to the Black and No Bell bookstore in North Philadelphia to teach a class. After the class, I don't know if it was a misunderstanding or what, but for some reason, everybody think they got the answer to black people problems. In the Isupk, the Bible is the answer. But for some people, they just help black people find their own answers.
It's my job to help people find what they're looking for. If you walked in here and said, I'm looking for books on ancient Israel knowledge and the origins of Israelites, it's my job as a person who runs this, helping to run this facility, to help you find that information. That's where I'm coming from. I have no quorums about us being Israelites. I have no quorum about any of the things we choose. When we come together to give our people solutions,
how
let's
is
recognize
that giving a solution though, leading them to whatever they want?
No.
Listen,
if you want to question for an answer,
you had your turn now.
I'm listening. I'm standing on
now,
square.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, brother. Like, okay, if you leading people to wherever they want to go, to whatever religion they want to go to, how is that ever going to help us? We constantly divided by the, cause like you said, this brother, you got family that's Muslim, this brother that's Islam, yeah. this brother's that what else you say? Christian, or whatever the case may be. Say it again. You said the European.
Brothers. This is a store.
Okay, that's true. Now, but okay, now, how is that? How is this? Has this ever helped black people come together as a nation? No, no, it has not.
You asked the question.
Yes.
So now I'm going to answer the question.
Yes.
If someone is on a search to learn something, it is not my job to try to step in between what they're trying to learn.
Right.
Because for too many centuries, black folks have been forced to believe in things, accept things by force, accept things by habit, accept things by habit and force.
Negroes choose to serve Islam. Where you from? Negroes choose to serve Christianity.
And Negroes can choose to be a part of your own whatever they want to.
So, okay, can I say something? I'm gonna finish on my first point.
Consciousness is a part of life,
I'm gonna finish on my first point.
I'm trying to get there.
Okay, maybe this is the wrong business you in then.
No.
If what you said is true, that you say I'm all about helping my people. In the beginning of what you said, you all about, what's the word you use? Bring them together. I forget your exact term.
Right.
Understand? If you all about that, maybe you should say, you know what? Since I know I'm an Israelite, like you said, maybe I should stop
I should leave this business alone and go full force in the business of fixing my people. Because brother, if you say you in here, you say, well, I can't stop them on what they want to do. I can't. Well, maybe you should leave this alone and say only focus on what's going to help black people.
That's
You understand? Maybe you should stop that business. If what you're saying is true, that you really can, you know you're an Israelite and you want to help black people come together. Well, you know what I do. Just like in the world, for example, give a quick example. I know brothers that was drug dealers in the world, and they mind, I want to stop. You want to get high, I'm let them get high, whatever. And now, if that brother wake up and say, you know what, I want to help black people, even though I'm getting this money off this drugs. You know what? I'm gonna leave that the hell alone. I don't care how much money I made off of it. I'm gonna go full force in waking black people up. If what you're saying is true, now you can say you all about black people. You know you Israel. You all about this. That's what you said. You say you know you Israel.
That's not what I said. I recognize us as a people. Hear me out.
Whoever got the camera can go back.
Yeah, please. And
you said I know I'm Israel. You said that.
Yeah, because being an Israelite is a part of the African nation in historical context.
And that's incorrect.
That's genetic. But wait a minute, being an Israelite is genetic also. And I can prove that.
You are Israelite.
And I can prove it. And I got the documents.
Israelite by genetics.
That's not my debate with you. How about this one?
If you really are about it,
let me stop and stand back. Because I'm about to give you something.
If you really are about it, why don't you leave this business alone?
We'll never leave the business of helping black people overall.
You are not helping black people.
Oh, I'm not?
That's the problem.
So when a brother or sister come in here who want to find out that they're Israelite, and I'll go leave them.
So what if a brother want to come in here and
if a brother or a sister came in here and requested information on what it is to be an Israelite and Israelite history, if they came in here and they look for a book on being an Israelite, what's my job? What's my job? I'll give him that book. Of course. He just bought it.
What if a brother come in here and say, I want to be a Muslim? Give me the book.
Then I'll show him to Islamic
and you
books.
are disgusting.
Listen, Christianity, they are the master manipulators of the planet Earth. They are the superpowers of the planet Earth. Islam is merely Christianity, yet they call God Allah, Christians call God Jesus.
Right.
That's all. It's still Christianity. They just wear a little dress, to paint their beard down, but it's still Christianity. Why? Because they teach the same Christian doctrine, the foundation of the Christian doctrine, to love the white man, to love all people, and that's what they all do. Original Muslims with the Arabs, they didn't teach that I love white man. The Arabs had their religion, Islam, and they hated the white man and the infidel in America. But now Muslims ain't nothing but Christians with dresses on. You know what I'm saying? So they one and the same. And what General Muhammad brought out about why people hate Commander Jordan Yohana, that's the same thing that goes on in the Christian church. The evilest quote that I hear in this world, which is the heart of Christianity and the heart of Islam and the heart of all of these religions that are all man-made, is, I can't help nobody if I don't help myself first. That's the greatest selfishness, I gotta say, I think I've ever heard in my life. And it's the most destructive to blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians. Because if you constantly trying to help yourself to help other people, when the hell are you going to ever get to them? You want to always help yourself, because you ain't never got enough. I ain't never happy as I want to be. So you're going to spend your entire life helping yourself and never get to them you claiming you doing it to help. That's right. Ask Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, Bill Cosby. Who the hell they help? They ever came back to the ghetto? That's why Negroes say all the time, they need to put that money back in the ghetto. Nobody comes back to the ghetto and helps us as a whole. Why? Because the foundation of Christianity in this world and Islam is to help yourself. That's why Muslims said, I can take off my kufi and sell crack to my other black people. You understand? As long as I take the kufi off. In the Quran, I heard in the Quran, it says I can sell this dope to my own people. You understand? So the crux of religion, all of them, I don't care what they call themselves, is the greatest, evilest, most dastardly selfishness that you ever want to think about. And that's why they hate Commander General Yohana. Because that heart that's in the Christian church, in the Muslim mosque, that Christian heart that the white man had taught all of us, that's what's in everybody. And they hate General Yohana because he don't got that.
That's right.
He got the exact opposite of that. He ain't building himself up and then getting to others. He getting to others. You understand why he got nothing? That's his legacy. That's his foundation. That's what made me fall in love with the man. You understand? That's my brother, and that's who I roll with. And I follow him because he followed Yahweh Shai like Yahweh Shai said to follow.
Islam is real. It's Officer Khan of Orion on the AM. You understand? About to go get him. About to go pick up Precinct Officer Rocky Zaya. Soldier from the Isupk from the ATL. About to go get him from the airport. He about to touch down. So, about to go get the Hebrew, bring him back to the crib. So they about to, you know what I'm saying, get some strong. And, you know, get it in for the Passover.
How many days we away? It's the countdown.
Got 2 days left, bro.
2 days left. You know what I'm saying?
Tell the players ball.
Damn right. The plane. We at the airport, y'all. The plane. Let's get it.
Good to see you, man. Good.
What's up, bro?
Man, you look like a goddamn tailback, man, for the goddamn Broncos, brother. Man. Ready for this motherfucker Passover? Yeah, man.
What's going on with it, Rocky?
I'm telling the Hebrew how you get down and shit. You know what I'm saying? Got Officer Radazai in the building, man. Say the alarm to the peoples, alright? You know what I'm saying? We shoot a documentary and shit, alright? You know what I mean? For the Passover and everything, man. You know how we do it in the UPK. So what's going on with you, alright?
Hey man, get ready for this Passover, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Break bread with the brothers.
Yeah.
Do it like that.
Most High Christ, man. Heard you got a seed coming on the way, huh?
Yeah, little girl.
Little girl?
Yeah.
Most High Christ, huh? When that joint due?
September 12th.
September 12th? Most High Christ. Kadal was telling me he about to drop one.
Like in a couple days.
Yeah. Most High Christ. I'm mad as shit that Hebrew couldn't make it up, man. Damn.
Seeing, you know, the tapes and stuff like that. What is the school stands and how truly do you feel, you know what I'm saying, about our women? Because everybody got a misconception that we hate black women, Hispanic, Native American, and we hate our sisters.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm probably the foremost lover of black women in the world. And why do I say that? Because a person that have a child and love their child chastise and correct their child. Even the Lord said it. He chastises whom he loves.
Right.
You got a child. I don't know no good parent that do not make sure their child do the right thing.
Right.
Do not correct their child when they wrong.
Right.
Do not give direction to their child to go to school, to be educated.
Right.
Do not protect their child with their life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Do not care for their child. Right. And in Israelite school, UPK, that's what we do.
Right.
So what they interpreting as hate towards black women is more love and care for black women than anybody else in the earth.
Right.
You understand? I done got a reputation for hating black women because I love them so much. Right. And to love them is to tell them the truth, to cover up their funky behind when they out there in that street. Now,
why don't you put some clothes on?
Don't worry about it.
Who's on the fathers? Who's on the fathers?
You keep telling
and I love as concerneth the flesh.
Stop it.
And if it wasn't for the white man, you wouldn't be out here dressed like a $2 whore either.
No, you the $2 whore. The white man is like boy.
And that's real talk. Because you only know a whore by the way she look like. Like if I was a cop, I would have a cop's uniform on. Run around. If I was a mailman, I would have a mailman uniform. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't on it. Don't touch me. That's bullshit. Y'all talking that crazy shit.
This is for you, sister. Put some clothes on your funky behind. That's why blood comes out of Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. Should be what? No whore. No what? No whore. No what? No whore. And this is what our sisters become. And she don't represent our people, man. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? That's why we destroy her. And she think white people love her.
They come out the world, become brand new.
Right.
Totally different person than they was in the world. I don't care what they was in the world.
Right.
When they come up in here, they like a brand new virgin.
Right.
Ain't nobody ever dealt with. Their whole world get wiped out of that evil.
Right.
And they become brand new.
Right.
Now, who love them more?
Right.
The man that make them brand new and make them put away all their sins,
right.
or the man that encourage them to do their sins because they so right and good, and they deserve to have all the fun and madness that go on that destroy their whole life.
Right.
You know what I mean? How many black women going to see their kids in jail, in prison?
Right.
I mean, them women walking up and down these streets looking horrible out, looking like a tornado done ran over them.
Right.
Because of the hell that people done put them through.
Right.
So yeah, the Israelite School UBK, we love black women.
Right.
But real love is handled not like the white man said.
Right.
White man teach you the real love for a black woman is to lie to her.
Right.
And that is not the spirit the Lord wants. The Lord wants us to straighten her out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the other thing is, who loves the black woman more? Us who get on her ass, or the brother who say he gonna go get a white girl?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That he gonna throw her away and go get a cracker, especially when he get a come up.
Right.
When meanwhile, that ain't love for her.
Right.
But she'll swear he love black women.
Right.
And General Yohana don't.
Right.
And General Yohana love black women.
Right.
But you going to get your shit together in here.
Everybody, you can't show me nothing. Go to Matthew 10:5 and 6. Matthew 10:5 and 6. Go to Matthew 10:5 and 6. The deal is, you don't know what you're talking about, and the Negro always want to get up under a woman. You see this sign, this abortion sign? That's how them babies look. They don't let you black women see this part. They whip it out of you and send you behind home. A foolish woman is cleverest. What? A foolish woman is cleverest. What did God say? A foolish woman is cleverest.
I want them on YouTube. I know. A shameless woman, you heard it herself. Say she ain't got no shame. Everybody should have a certain amount of shame. And a woman that ain't got no shame will do anything. She'll sleep with anybody. She'll carry herself like a woman. There it is. You see how the Spirit of God bring it out? I ain't got no shame. And a woman that ain't got no shame, what do they call it? A biatch. And what is that? A female dog. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Shall be counted as what? A dog. Now, God said that. She say she ain't got no shame. Read it again. A shameless woman. A what? A shameless woman. And you keep her on the camera. You keep going to her long as she stay here. Shall be counted as a dog. As a what? As a dog.
What's going on? Hey, Isupk War. On the top of my book bag,
on our way to scripture breakdown, John. Scripture breakdown class every Monday up Philly. Prophets bring their questions. You know, I'm studying all week, prepared for the speakers. You know what I mean?
God.
Just getting everything together. Brothers get orders. Handle business in the school. You know, just everything thing. We just back on the grind. You know, truth don't never sleep.
Nope.
In here with Officer Zaya.
That's your
5,000.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about? Soccer War. hop on gag, you know what I'm talking about? We just riding right now. I think we about to get some food or something, right?
God, the scriptures do say eat. Actually, it don't. But we gonna eat anyway.
Man, some fucking niggas on Facebook talking about you can't microwave food on the Sabbath or some shit, or you can't eat no hot food on the Sabbath. The scriptures say you gotta kindle your fire the day before. And I'm like, the fuck is you talking about, man? That's like saying I can't stop my car on the Sabbath, or I can't motherfucking, you know what I mean, sweep the floor. Like, it's just stupid as shit, man.
How about you can't turn the fucking heat on?
Come on.
Can't turn the heat on, can't turn the AC on. Because all that shit is fire. All that shit is fire. And then ask them, what the fuck did Yahushua and them cook the corn with after they sheared the corn? What, they just ate it raw? Man, they so stupid. What that scripture is talking about is emphasizing not to have your servants working on that day. That's all it's emphasizing. But whatever you decide to do, you do it. The Sabbath was made for man. Right. We ain't gonna serve no Sabbath. How do you serve rest? How do you serve it? Does it tell you what to do? Do rest tell you what to do? No. It was made so that you wouldn't slave every day. That's all it was made for. They fucking nut ass niggas, man. Then the same niggas would be killing motherfuckers for not serving the Sabbath. They would be the same people killing people, which is what them scribes and Pharisees was doing back then, killing people for the very same thing. And that's what they would be doing. That's why they don't deserve to have that position they got. That's why they left the truth and ain't really in the truth, because they ain't fit. None of them is fit.
So who is it would you say is the scribe and the Sadducees and Pharisees of today?
Anybody that's not in Isupk. Period. And it'd be hard to understand because, again, brothers think because they know scriptures and all of that. When Yahushua said, many shall come in that day and say, Lord, Lord, we cast out demons in your name. Meaning they gonna say that they cast out demons, just like all these groups where we did this in your name, but you didn't do it with him. That's why I say he that does not that don't gather with me, scattereth abroad. And at the same time he said leave him alone, which people think, see, Yahushua said leave him alone, so that means that they must be something. But no.
Yeah, they they took that verse as like, oh, see, everybody could go out and do it. No, you don't gotta be together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And really the spirit behind it, Yahushua is like they are nobodies. Yahushua didn't like Elijah's prophets either. But I'm talking about John the Baptist.
Right.
When John the Baptist prophets came up to him, Yahushua answered their question and didn't answer their question. When they came and asked him, they said, are you the man or do we look for another? What Yahushua do? He didn't even answer him. He healed the sick, did all that shit, and said, you go back and tell John what you saw, that the blind see, the crippled walk. And then that be the answer. And then cut him and say, he that is great, the least is greater than John in the kingdom. So people just misconstrue the scriptures just because they don't want to have no order, no structure. And man, if we was to tell the truth about these camps, and we was to tell and really speak what goes on in those camps, they would be more defamed. Like, we show them more brotherhood than they could ever show each other in their groups brotherhood, which is the saddest part about it all. And that's only because of the leadership that Commander General Yohana gives.
Right.
They should thank the Most High for him, because if it wasn't, we'd be just as disgusted as them.
Right.
Real rap.
Right.
Because it don't really help, and that's what Yahushua meant when he said, "Forbid them not," because you'll be going and telling them disciples will go tell them not to do the work, then they'll be doing the same thing these groups saying. But we could do the work. Why we can't do the work? And then it takes away from actually doing the work. All that bickering and bitching like women do, that shit don't do nothing for this truth. So that's why we don't do it.
Right.
So,
and if I could add, I got to add something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I'm gonna add is if you feel you got the truth, you know what I'm saying, be the Israelite group to step up and get smashed. We take on all challenges in the ISUPK. If you feel that you that bad, use that big bad motherfucker, then come on and get it. You know what I'm saying? If you feel as though, you know what I'm saying, that you better than Commander General Yohana, then prove it. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say prove all things, right? But shit, come and prove it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody nobody putting it down like Commander General Yohana or got the spirit that Commander General Yohana got, man. You know what I'm saying? Name them. You know what I'm saying? Like, to wonder why we say we the home of the truth, you understand, under Commander General Yohana is really like a joke, man. And they really just be, you know what I'm saying, because like Officer Zayat bringing out is because cats want to continue. They know they're Israelite, but they really just want to be in the world, man. You understand? They really just want to be disgusting, you know what I'm saying? And they know in the ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, we don't allow that, man. So that's all I wanted to say and bring out, man. You know what I mean? And they, like, cats look at this, like, you know what I'm saying, look at being an Israelite like it's a fad or some shit, like it's a Boy Scout or Girl Scout club or some shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no Boy Scout and Girl Scout club. It's the home of the truth, man. You understand? Like the brothers are bringing out, was it Moses, and then was it somebody equal with Moses? You know what I'm saying? Did King David have an equal when he ruled? Was it 2 King Davids? Like, to think that you're not gonna have order, you know what I'm saying, is stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should stop asking that, man. Once again, if you feel as though you got the truth and you bad, then do what you do. Don't be worrying about why we saying we got the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
And what you said is scriptural. Acts the 5th chapter said, let them alone.
Right.
If you think you got the truth and you ain't got to say nothing else, because we damn, the fucked up part about it all, we don't say nothing about none of these niggas.
Right.
That GMS shit came about because they chose to stop 3 men.
Right.
While we on our way from camp.
That GMS situation?
Yeah, that I mean, just imagine. I mean, shit, they was talking about General Yohana for like 2+ years.
Right.
Before that shit, before Captain Taiwo and myself and Taiwo Yohala walked past them, which all we was doing was going home from camp. I'm from Jersey, catching the train. Before that, we ain't say nothing to them, and if they wouldn't have stopped us, we still wouldn't have said nothing to them. We'd have went home and went about our business. But every camp talks about ISUPK. We don't talk about none of them. None of them. What video do we put out? What video have we put out doing any breakdown against any of these camps? None of them.
Well, today's topic is we're gonna go over GMS and how they off and all that.
We don't waste no time, because once again the scriptures say leave them alone. Right. Because they know, like, it's because they nobody. Who cares?
Right.
So
cats calling and asking.
And then they call for counsel. Sly, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Then it be the same niggas we be counseling from these same fake ass groups.
And let me stop you right there. And you niggas know who you is. We ain't gonna say no names, but y'all, we know y'all calling ISUPK, getting counsel from.
You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what I'm saying? We know, but the world, you know what I'm saying? The world outside of ISUPK would like to know what is the ultimate goal of the ISUPK.
The ultimate goal of the ISUPK is to wake up every brother in these 12 tribes so that they don't have to die in this place when the Lord wipe it out. To raise up an army of righteous men so that Christ get put on his throne like he deserved. Our goal is to give Christ the army that he's supposed to have, so that when he returned with them angels, that he returned to raise his nation up and his kingdom up on the earth. Ultimate goal, Yahushua on that throne. Him on that throne, brother, and us on one knee with our head bowed and our hand on our sword to give him this service he so rightly deserves. You understand? They serve, you see how they serve their presidents, serve their kings. They still got them old Edomites over there in Britain. Put the crown on their head, honor them, prince this. And Christ went on the cross and died for our sin. Woke up the dead. Did miracles for brothers and sisters. I wanted to kneel before him. I don't want to kneel before the white man. And that's the honor every black man should want. You understand? We should want to be the honorable on earth. The Lord said we was to be a people. How we gonna let the nations have more honor and dignity and respect than us? We done threw our eyes all the way, and now look at us in the street. Hell no, brother. I want to serve my king. So, and let me tell you something. Service to a king is the greatest job on the earth. And service to the greatest king. How beautiful is that? The world doesn't understand this yet. They think they can go into science and technology, dig up ancient records, call on religions to deliver black people. We're gonna hold on to something totally different. We're gonna hold on to faith.
That's right. Come on.
We're gonna believe in the unbelievable.
That's right. That's right.
Now, to a well-educated, intelligent man, that sounds kind of silly. But the man ruling over you dreamed about flying like a bird at one time. And now he got stealth fighting. That's right. He dreamed about fishing, swimming in the ocean like a fish. And now he got nuclear submarine. He dreamed about going into space.
Right.
And now he's putting people on Mars. But they tell you, you a fool for dreaming. You a fool for believing in the unbelievable. You a fool for believing in a king that's not standing in front of you. I say you a fool if you believe in a king that is.
That's right.
I ain't seen a man that erected an empire that another man has not torn down. Our hope is in a king that will erect an empire that shall never be taken down.
That's right.
Our faith is in a power that no one has seen.
Right. Most High Christ.
Their faith was in what they had in front of them and built this empire.
That's right.
Why don't we believe in something unbelievable and build something unbelievable?
That's right.
You ain't gonna tell me that there's not one superstar in the NFL that as a child didn't watch football and dream about being on that field and winning that touchdown.
That's right.
You ain't gonna tell me that Tiger Woods or them old naked girls that be up there playing that tennis?
Cheerleading.
Yeah, right. That's right. There you go. You ain't gonna tell me that at one time they didn't believe and have the dream that they would become superstars in this earth.
Right.
I got news for you, man. I'm reading a book called the Bible. I don't know if you ever heard of it before. But in this book here, brothers and sisters believed in a power that nobody could see.
That's right.
That nobody could prove existed.
Right.
And built an empire that is still denied to this day.
That's right.
This book has the records of a people that have spread on the earth so powerfully that it have created more nations than any other book. It has created more false religions from people copying it than any other book. More wars were started over this record than any other book. And here's the killer. Every people on this earth claim to be the people of this book. Except one. That's right. There's one people that say it's ridiculous to believe in this book. I say believe in the book. Because people think it and do it like the book says. That's right. Don't tell me about faith. If you believe, believe. Right. You don't want to believe, stick to science. That's right. The white man think it's going to save him. Till them bombs hit. Till them prophecies come. You can say what you want. I'm from New York. I remember as a young man, I ain't gonna talk too much. Y'all know I get in there every year and they got to stop me. I try to check myself. See, a good man check himself. Try to start checking myself early. I can feel mine like. I'll call for a read in a minute. I grew up in New York. Came to Harlem as a young man. Young. Where's that New York camp at? Where's that young cat in that New York camp? Raise your hands. Where's that young? I was young like him. See how this young cat is? Young and just, you know, hanging with the Hebrews. That's right, that's right. And brother, back then, brothers told me that Russia was going to turn. The war would break out. And told me a history of prophecies, which some I'm going to mention in here tonight, whether you believe it or not. Right. Nobody else told about this. You didn't get these biblical prophecies out of the Quran. You didn't even know what Armageddon was unless you looked in the Bible. Find me the religion that talked about Armageddon. I'd like to know about it. Right. Wait a minute. Find me the religion that talked about the Third World War. Right. Where is it at? Right. Everybody act like the Bible's a fairy tale. Right. Well, why is it that everybody know these prophecies so well? That's right. And now you living in them. That's right. I was a young man 35 years ago. And they said Russia would turn on America after it came together with America. Back in the 80s, America was in a Cold War with Russia. And I said, America come together with Russia? They mortal enemies. And then turn back against each other? Say, nah, y'all got to be wrong. And I'm living it now. That's right. It's now. Now, you can be a fool if you want to. And be smart and intelligent and stick to your science. Or you could be a fool for Christ. That's right. In something unbelievable, brother. That's right. You're going to see these prophecies happening. They tearing up Ukraine right now. Right. Did you hear? Can I just a second? I'm going to bring this oil. I know we're about ready for it. I know y'all been here a while. But I got to spill a little bit. Do you know that in the UN this week, that the Israelis sat down with the Saudi Arabians? Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. One is Jewish. The other, the kingdom of, what do they call it? The kingdom of Fard. That's right, King Fard. Okay. Why are they sitting down together? Talking about Iran. Talking about every single thing that's in the Bible in Ezekiel 38. You've been taught in America to not believe. Right. You've been taught in America to not have no faith. Right. And no strength in the spirit of the Lord that's in you. Right. Save the white man, give it to you. Right. Then you can have, you can run that football in. Oh, you can be a homo and everything running that football in. But if you gonna have faith in the Most High and something He don't like, then you a fool. Right. Well, we gonna be fools. That's right. We gonna be laughing stocks. That's right. They gonna clown us. Right. But in the end, we gonna see Russia invade Saudi Arabia. That's right. You're gonna see bombs hitting Israel. That's right. Watch
watch for a little unknown country called Ethiopia. They coming out too. And they gonna get up in this battle. Right. These prophecies in this book have stood the test of time. And don't tell me, oh, this is stuff that happened in the past. It wasn't no Russia back then. And it sure wasn't no planes, missiles. Did you know missiles is in the Bible?
Right.
The glittering sword?
That's right.
Did you know going to the moon was in the Bible?
That's right.
Thousands of years before we got here?
Right.
That's right. Oh, we can pull out the records. Where my boy Soccer, yo? Where my young boy at? There that drum, man. There that rock. There you go. Oh, and let me say this, man. We done been told, y'all Israelites don't work with nobody. We like to work with y'all, but nobody don't work with you. We fight you because we love you.
That's right.
Not because we hate you, man.
Right.
We fight you because we got a nation that got to come out this grave.
That's right.
And there ain't but one man could get us out this grave.
That's right.
And that's the black man by the name of Yahushua, known as Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Don't think that you will get us out of here. And I know the naysayers. He didn't exist. He was a white man. Those stories was inflated. I laugh at it. You know why? Because when Christ said, love thy brother as thyself, and I look around at black people's problem, love thy brother as thyself, supposed to be made of gold. Right. Supposed to be printed on everybody's door.
Right.
Because if love thy brother as thyself was in existence in the earth, then guess what? We wouldn't be murdering each other.
Right.
We wouldn't be selling drugs to each other.
Right.
We wouldn't be raping our women.
Right.
We wouldn't be child molesting.
Right.
We wouldn't be doing a ton of the things that we do every day off of the words of a man that, oh, I'm sorry, you can't believe in nobody you can't see. I forgot. We read the books of ancient Babylon, ancient Egypt, and all these ancient empires. And all these ancient empires. And we take the records of them empires for granted. But the one book we got to make sure we scrutinize, every nook and cranny, is the one book that could save our life.
That's right. That's right.
The one book that even if you don't believe in it, if you are just I don't believe in nothing like Timothy and them was, if you just smart enough to say, what is the strategy that'll fix black people, then you cannot tell me that you ain't gonna look in that book and see rules and regulations that would deliver us from the hell that we are in. I don't care whether you believe or not. How we gonna scrutinize whether them records is usable for us to fix black people? Well, let me ask you a question then. Does it work for us to not drive through the red light? Let's all drive through the red light tonight. Let's see what happens. Gonna be a lot of accidents. And more importantly, a lot of tickets. You know why? Because somebody thought driving through the red light could create problems. So let's create a law that fixes them problems. And you didn't have to have no faith for that. You knew that when the ticket came, didn't you? $120. There wasn't no faith in that. You pay this ticket and I ain't running no more red lights. Well, guess what? The same applies to our laws. Thou shalt not kill or murder. Thou shalt not covet anything that is thy neighbor. Thou shalt honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days be long. I just shut down the healthcare system. That's right. You honor your mother and father, that's the end of nursing homes. That's right. Come on. Thou shalt not covet is the end of all theft in America. That's right. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. You a drug dealer. You's a witch. You the Captain Warlock. And you gonna be put to death. can deliver us, man.
That's right.
They can bring us back to our nation, man.
That's right.
To our identity, to our strength. And they for sure brought us back to our brotherhood.
Right.
Come on. Because your king wasn't no bitch.
Shut up!
That's right. Your king wasn't no punk. Your king, when the battle started, your king stepped in the battle first. He said, I'm going to take the first death. Then I'm going to let y'all go on and handle it from there. He said, you're going to do more than me. Y'all say Gerald Yohana crazy. I'm telling you, I'm going to fly. That's right. I'm telling you right now. That's the niggas that going to dismiss me as crazy, man. Niggas say he going to fly. Come on. You can't listen to this nigga. He crazy. You can't fix you because you don't believe in you. You don't even know what you made of. Now I got to call you stupid. That's right. Just for a second. Just for a second. Because you #1 in football. I say it, been saying it 20 years. I love saying it. Y'all tired of me saying I'm saying it again. You #1 in football. Baseball. Basketball. Tennis and golf. Made all the music on the earth. Top scientists on the planet Earth. More inventions than any other nation on the earth. That's right. The most productive, smooth, full of wisdom people on the earth that the white man in the 60s, your enemy, who didn't even have civil rights for you, called you soul brother. That's right. That's right. He said it. He called you the soul brother. Because he knew it was something in you that was not in this world. That's right. That's right. Why you got to be so weak to not see it, man? Come on. Everything got to be laid out in front of you. You are the most spiritual people on earth, Israel. Right. Black people is the most spiritual people on earth. We got intuition way past any other nation. And the most righteous people. Because let me tell you something. Had any other nation been in captivity like we've been in, there'd be war in the streets of the white man's city. He went over there messing with them Arabs, and they went to war with him. And every other nation, them Vietnamese ate mud. Made the mud in them caves and fought that devil to his death. Till he got the hell up out of there. But you peaceful in all that he done did. Well, guess what? Let us go to war for Christ. That's right. Let us go to war for King worthy of our warfare. Let's stand with him. This day. Like our king did in the past and the priest did in the past. This is how you were given authority in the ancient world. The white man, you run the race or whatever, the white man give you a medallion. Put it on your neck. That's why the police officer carry a badge. Our authority came from the Most High. That's right. Anointing of the oil poured on the head. That's right. That's right. This day, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something right now. This day, you done enjoy the brotherhood of life. That's right. This day, you done join yourself on the brothers who ain't gonna turn their back on you. Who gonna do like Christ said, who gonna prefer you above themselves. Who gonna feed you above themselves. Who gonna look out for you before they look out for themselves. Christ. And that authority come from a man that he ain't here right now. That's right. But we gonna honor that man. We gonna raise a glass to that man. We gonna stand with that man that's not here right now. Because there's one man that rightfully should be here, and all of us should not. There's one man that did not sin against the Most High and break the covenant of the Lord, and we all did. And that's your house shot. That's right. Damn it, we gonna stand. Last thing before I go to God. Well, nobody want me to embark these records into your heart. Because these records make black men mighty again. These records make black men fearless again. These records make black men love, and when I say black, I mean all the tribes.
Right.
Love one another again. And brother, Christ died that we love one another.
Right.
We be brothers to the death.
Right.
Well, this brotherhood is the real power to break the white man.
Right.
And brother, we shall do it.
That's right.
You don't do it, I do it by myself.
Right.
We will do it.
God.
So tonight, any officer that wants the full authority of the Most High power to be bestowed on him, to give him the authority to go out in this earth and raise hell against this evil place and turn our brothers from their evil ways. We could end drugs in America, man. It can be done. We so weak-minded, some of us. You give me enough soldiers, I'll shut the dope in America down.
Right.
I don't give a damn about no drug cartel. I will fix our world, brothers.
That's right.
I will fix our nation. And Christ will be with me to do it.
That's right.
And we will do amazingly. So y'all come on up. Let's do this, man.
Step forward if you want to be married.
You go back and read in the scriptures, we took men that was faithful and holy unto the Lord, that had passed the test of their officership, and came up and stood strong and decided to sacrifice their life for the Most High.
Once you get the oil, move to your right. Y'all come around the back to get in line, all right?
I'm going to declare to you tonight, the black Hebrew Israelites will be the biggest black radical organization on the face of this earth.
That's right.
See if I'm not. See if I'm not. Stay in the line, y'all, so I can get all of you when you come back down. Yes, sir. I'm lining it up. This ain't gonna be long. It's good to see you brothers coming in from all over the country. Represent your camps. Cool. What's up, Mike? You understand? Come on up here, Mike, man. Officers getting younger and younger. Crew over here.
Come here.
I'll make the announcement. And where you think the white man got his empire from? You ain't looking at nothing but a carbon copy of Egypt. Complete with its laws, its way of life. He ain't create nothing new. He stole everything he had.
That's right. All right, brother. Shalom, brother. We're going to see how you feel about the Lord's Passover. What you think about the Passover?
Passover is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a holiday that black Hispanics should celebrate. I know Christmas and I know Easter. You know what I'm saying? This is about genocide.
Right.
I people want to celebrate genocide.
I got to enjoy with my entire family. The last Passover I was at, I was by myself. So this Passover I get to enjoy with my son being an officer. So
okay.
It's great.
All right, all right. So how y'all feel about the Passover? The Most High delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt, out of slavery. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about the Passover, this celebration this night?
I mean, the celebration is all about brotherhood and together. Consolidated. So this is what I love.
That's right. Outside Christ. The water.
What's up, man? You alright? Hey, congratulations, man. You know what I mean? How you feel about that? About your son getting raised up?
I can't think about it. I'm crying because
also a trooper?
Yeah, no, he just only got his name.
Just got his name? Yeah. Most High. Right. So how you feel about this being your first Passover? How you
like a mustard seed, a smallest seed. When it grows, it becomes the biggest tree. That's what Christ
So how you feel about this Passover right here? I've been taking people behind the scenes all week. Yeah. You know what I mean? Leading up to the Passover, and now we finally here.
Hey man, like I look forward to the Passover for one thing. The brotherhood. When I first met you some years back, the whole town. Brothers ain't know each other, but brothers was able to live with each other. You know what I mean? Without fighting. Every brother was from different places, didn't even know each other. Brother met a brother for the last couple of hours and was sharing a room with a brother. Like, where you get that at? You can't do that in a Christian church. People in the Christian church for years can't even hang together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, Israel, man, the Passover, man, and the Passover is the Lord slaughtering the Africans.
Right.
It's our freedom. It's our independence.
One more time, 2014, you know what I'm saying? Sitting with Brother Officer Mawakwa, you know what I'm saying? And you know the soldiers gonna put in their work, you know what I'm saying, for unconscious community and everybody else. The ISUPK, the men of Christ under General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? For everybody else that's out here, brothers need to come on in and fall in order. You know what I'm saying? Fall in order, man. There's only one true church. That's the ISUPK.